Hello again, this is Deltaclimber coming to you from Deltaclimber Studios and Swordburst 2. Today I'm going to do the fourth installment of how to farm for experience and drops. Boy, I tell you, if I seem a little distracted, that's because I am. I just got off of floor 11 and someone was telling me that the way I was teaching people how to play the game was wrong and their way was the only way. And I think that there's more than just one way to do something. And if that wasn't bad enough, then I moved down to get away from, all of that to the mini bosses and tried to solo some of them. And a person came and they died. And another person came and they died. And then someone said there's a hacker at the mini bosses. Boy, I tell you, that just burns my biscuits when someone calls me a hacker. I quit playing this game for 3 months this summer because of hackers. Hackers were stealing all of the opportunity for resources and drops, and I just was fed up with it. But since I've been back, I have seen fewer hackers, and enough of that. Here we are on the very prettiest floor on the entire game as far as I'm concerned. Blooming Plateaus is not as big a map as it used to be since they did the remodel. So we're going to just make a short video today about how to farm on Blooming Plateau's floor number 8, Swordburst 2. To speed things up, we're going to go ahead like normal and super speed jump. And if you want to know how to super speed jump, all you need is 2 swords and you need to go watch my video. I taught my wife how to super speed jump at Helmfirth. That was lots of fun. This floor reminds me a lot of Sword Art Online and Ironcrag. It has all of these floating islands, and I'm going to go over those with you. The first mob we're going to run into around the portal, though, is Petal Knight. Now, I started recording this earlier and got a Endarkener drop, and then the next one gave me a Petal Knight cloak drop. So I got 2 drops back to back from these Petal Knights, and those are level 70. The Endarkener is a longsword. I think it is uncommon, but the Petal Knight armor, there's another Endarkener. The Petal Knight armor is rare. So for those of you who can't do the whole rare thing or legendary just because you don't have the resources yet, go with the good uncommon. Vengeance Scales Wrap from floor 7 is good when you are trying to level up, and that's what I started off with. When I got to these upper floors, I was wearing a Vengeance Scales Wrap. All right, Petal Knight. Here in the field, after the Petal Knights, we have these rhinoceroses. The rhino, what is the first part of your name? Leaf Rhino. Okay, so we got the Leaf Rhino. It drops like a great sword, I think. And moving on, also on the field, there's a Leaf Rhino. There they are, the ravens. We have the Sky Ravens. The Sky Ravens are really cool. They drop a katana and they drop Breeze, which is a fan, a rare fan that is a weapon actually. All right, from the top of this hill up here, I will show y'all a couple of things before we move on. There's the portal back over here, and you got these little islands floating there for some reason. You can't get on them, but to the left of the portal is a staircase that goes up. That is a dead end. You just drop out of world. Over here to the right of the portal is a staircase that goes to the mini boss, and then you can see the castle in between the two. That goes to the boss. Let me take you to the mini boss real quick. You may be wondering why I had to re-record this. TechSmith's Camtasia, which is the software I use for my videos, it is a hog, a beast. These video recordings are very large, so I had to copy them over. I got a out of hard drive space warning on the last video, so I have to copy them over to my portable hard drive. I have a 4 terabyte Seagate. As technology advances, this stuff gets cheaper. It used to be a 1 terabyte would cost you a couple $100. Now a 4 terabyte hard drive doesn't cost very much at all. I don't know what's past a terabyte, a zettabyte or something. All right, here we are in the world of the mini boss, the Hippogriffin, and all of these sky ravens are protecting Mama Hippogriffin. Why do I say Mama Hippogriffin? Because she's got eggs up here. I don't see her. I mean, somebody has been around and clobbered her. Because when you come into a floor or a part of the world for the first time and it's pristine, it's fresh, and nobody's on here, the monster, which was the mini boss or the boss, should appear, just like these ravens did. So we'll wait for her to respawn, which is going to take a while. Maybe not. But there is another hippogriffin. It's the wingless hippogriffin. You will find the wingless hippogriffin in the hallway on the way to the main boss. I'll show you it. And it drops a rare rapier. This main mini boss drops a rare rapier also. It is very pretty. I think it's the prettiest rapier on the game. And it is right there. It is the Conqueror. That's right. The Conqueror is a very pretty gold rapier. Any day now, Hippogriffin. When I came in a minute ago, she was sitting up here waiting on me. Okay, Sky Raven. I don't think anybody can pull her off to the side. Sometimes if a boss or a mini boss gets pulled off to the side and they get stuck somewhere, you won't see them. Not down there. Anybody down there? Sky Raven still protecting the eggs. It takes a while. Some of these bosses and mini bosses take minutes to respawn. And I could have just come in just as somebody finished her off or whatever. Hippogriffin. Well, depending on how long it takes, I may cut some of this. And that way we'll shorten the video. I don't want to hold you guys up too long. You want to learn something and then go play. It's what I like to do with the video. There are some people that like to watch other people play, but I'm a player more than I am a watcher. Sky Raven. It's very odd. I don't remember it taking that long. Back in the day, it looked different. It had a heel that curved around like this, but down at the bottom, the portal was right. Oh, there is the Hippogriffin. Someone has drugged the Hippogriffin down to the bottom of the hill, and that's why she wasn't respawning, because she's down here. Apparently, they couldn't handle old Hippogriffin. There's somebody down here, right there. Uh-oh, I hope she's not glitched and resetting her health. Drag it down. No, she's losing health. But yeah, if it keeps going back and forth like it was, it can reset its health and it just glitched and you can't clobber it. But me and this fellow, hello fellow, maybe we can take old Hippogriffin out. Maybe get a Conqueror. They're very rare, hard to come by. Thank you. All right. That's the Hippogriffin. That is the mini boss. There's somebody else. Now the shortcut is just to jump off or to reset your character and Oh, my sword keeps getting in there. I'm trying to go back. Ah. You can go back, you can reset your character, or you can see what the underside of that island in the sky looks like. The sun is keeping us from seeing it. As we fall back to the portal. Here we are, back at the portal. And super speed jump again. May save some of this for bloopers, but I want to try and keep the videos. My son, he says that videos shouldn't be as long as my videos. Now this is something I've been experimenting with, is super speed jump. If you go too fast, it jerks you back. So how do I get it to do and not jerk me back? I've been working on just one hop at a time. I don't mind pressing buttons, and it's pretty fast. But I don't use stamina. That's the main thing, is you need to be able to move without using your stamina. When you run, like on floor 11, and I can only imagine on the upper floors, you use your stamina. You need your stamina for your shield. And I use stamina for my trees. I put trees up for people. So I want to do something. Keeps jerking me, lagging me back when I go too fast. And I'm okay with doing that. Here we are. This is the circle courtyard before the main boss tower. Wow, that's tall. The main boss tower is where we're going to find a maze, a hallway. But it used to all look the same, and you would have to find or memorize the turns in it. Now they have gotten see the gravel, a nice cobblestone. Now they've got cobblestone pathway in here. Now I'm here to talk with you about farming. Some people like to farm out in the plains, out there with the rhinoceros and the ravens and the petal knights. But if you are a higher level, I'm telling you, I'm a 228 right now. When I came back, 7 days ago now, I was a 200. That used to be max. And one of the places that I got my levels up quickly was right in this hallway. If you can stay alive, these guys will pile up on you and allow you to get lots of experience. Now, they will take you out even, see, look at that. They'll take even a higher level out. So I'm glad they came up with the health. So you can just press H and get your health back. That's a very good invention there they made, a modification. All right, these are forest wanderers. Forest wanderers drop a big green claymore, like a Thorpe or some type of claymore. Great sword. Here is the Dungeon Crusader. Really? Crusader, huh? The Crusaders are like robots. They're like robots. Now this stretch of hallway right here, it's the longest little straight stretch. And to me, I think it has the most mobs on any stretch in this hallway. So basically, I'll just go and come get this chest. I'll start off with this guy. Usually drag them out to the others. And once I finish him, I'll just go down through here. And at the other end are more of them waiting. And there's some in this next room as well. You can get them all in here. Now again, if you're not careful, they will take you out. You'll have to come all the way back. But it's not nearly as far as floor 9 or floor 10. Floor 9, floor 10, or floor 11 boss. Floor 11 mini bosses. All right. Yeah, I showed you guys on my first return video of me coming up here and going through and getting a level up. I think it was 203 or something when I leveled up in here on my first video on the return. Here is the wingless hippogriffin. The wingless hippogriffin, like I say, it drops Real pretty little rapier. It's a rare. This is, again, one of my favorite places to farm. Now, people have different kinds of farming. You have for farming in person, like I'm doing now, where you just go through the hallway and just, tear them up the best you can. That way you can use shield and health as much as you need. But there's another type of farming, AFK farming. If you have to step away and you want to keep getting experience for your character, I like to go into one of these cul-de-sacs, but there has to be hallway on the other side. Now see the numbers paling off? That's probably the hippogriffin over there. All right, how do you do that? You press down the button, press E, let go of the button, and then you're auto-clicking. I did a video on how to in-game auto-click. It's not a cheat. It's not an exploit. It is just some glitch thing. Now right here, I like to get in this corner because there's a wanderer on the right-hand wall, and then there's a wanderer, a crusader, and the wingless hippogriffin on the left-hand wall. So this is one of the places that I like to farm for levels and for drops. You get the drops. They come through the wall to you. And there's another monster gone. All right, and you have to click your mouse button again to make it stop. From here, we're going to go on to the main boss room, which is another place a lot of people like to farm. They like to AFK farm there. They like to farm. And there's several ways you can do it. But whatever works for you, take these techniques and make them your own. Here's some people that are there's one guy that's AFK farming. I like to come up here. I like to hit them a few times and then drag them into, if there's a lot of AFK farmers here, let them finish them off for me. I come over here and help somebody else. Super speed jump comes in handy. And right here, I like to hit them a few times. All you have to do is hit these guys a few times, do a little damage, and somebody else finish them off, and you still get credit. The Crusaders drop. Shadow, it's a katana. The Shadow is a katana, and then Council, which is a longsword. Both of them are rare. So on this floor, you can get lots of rares and some uncommons also. The boss, the jungle... What is he? The Jungle King? The Jungle whatever? It's a big Fomorg, I think. Fomog or Fomorg, the Jungle King. I remember when this first came out, it was the prettiest floor. And you had to come up here and try and stay alive. And Fomorg, Mog or Morg, Fomorg, he drops... I know it drops Trinity. That is a rare great sword. I used to always call it a katana, thinking it was a katana, but it's a great sword, and it is like super rare to get. It's worth lots of money. It's pretty and blue. Drops Final Wish. There he is. Fomog, the jungle giant. Not a king, but the giant. He also drops Final Wish, which is an uncommon longsword. He drops DSR, Dragon Scale Wrap, or Robe. He drops a shield, Righteous Shield, or Trident. I think he drops the Trident Shield. And he drops the Upgrade Protection Scroll as well. This is floor 8. Now, as far as farming goes here, again, you just hit these guys a few times. Especially if there's a bunch of AFK farmers. There's no need to spend all your time trying to finish them off. Just get a few licks in, let other people finish them off, and you'll still get credit. You can see that credit. See them popping in, and I'm not fighting them now. Nice people. TC Biggs gave me that idea. How do you make a video? I'll have to make a video on how to make a video. Oops, QNO. No. TC Biggs. All right, I'm going to pull right up here and take a picture with these guys. Oh, he came up and stomped all on Go Back, but she made it. Sometimes I get pushed out of the world when the boss, big heavy boss, lands on your head. But Go Back is tough. She's a tough bird. So, that is Bad Boys. Bad Boys is a good guy, I think. A lot of nice people on the game. I saw Go Back AFK farming on floor 11, and she's just all over the place. She really plays this game. So the next time we are going to go and it's going to be a little bit longer video, but we are going to be going to floor 9. Floor 9 is, a lot of people call it hell, but it's called Varrock. But it's a fiery, tormenty place with all sorts of demonic looking creatures. So until we meet again, we're going to check out Varrock's farming spots. This is Deltaclimber coming to you from Deltaclimber Studio and saying arrivederci.